Hi, I'm Chris. I'm a lifestyle and portrait photographer based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And this is my first video. Welcome to tune in. And because I always want to try something new, especially in this is uh, third movement control in Malaysia now. So hope to utilize this time to do something differently, which is I never done before. And today, I would like to share you the lenses I have and what I use in van situation in my work. So I'm first of all I'm using a Canon 5D Mark IV, which is a full frame camera, and I have 5 different lenses, which is the 16-35mm, which is filming me in front right now. It's a f2.8 version 2 L lens, and I have this 24, 50, 85, and 135. So today I would like to share you some samples of what we get from these lenses, and I will give you some of my thought and my sharing which lens you should go first. And okay, so I think every photographer is important to start with 3 types of lenses first, which is the wide, ultra wide, and mid range, and a long tele lens. Because if you have these 3 lenses, you are already pretty cover all the jobs you need. Yeah, and so you can go with the 16-35 first, or if you don't have this budget, actually there are a lot of cheaper alternative out there, such as the old Canon 17-40. You can just have a look online. Okay, so this is just I sharing what lens I use and what I have here. Okay, so I have this 24 here. Why you would ask? Many people would ask why I will still get this 24 that I already have the 16-35. Just because I want a larger aperture, because I shooting at some time at some really low light situations, such as wedding reception, which is maybe a dinner at night, which is really low light. Yes, we will use some additional lighting, speed light in the event, but I still feel safe that I have this 24. But it doesn't not a must get lens. I would say you can opt for others wide angle choice. Okay, and the 50. So the 50 is 50mm is pretty important in all my works, because it's cover all the needs in my work. It also can be my everyday lens, to be honest. I think I can just use 150mm. If let's say if you don't have a huge budget, you can always start with a 50mm. It's a good choice. So because 50mm it can do everything. Seriously, it can do everything. Just that if let's say sometimes if you want to I think that when you don't have a tele choice in your back, you can just go close with your subject with 50mm, and you still get a very close up effect, which is you get from the tele lens. I think which is really good, because you have that when you walk closer to your subject. I always encourage photographers can go to have a closer interaction with their client or subject, so that would make I think that would build a better relationship with your client, and also your client will be feel more comfortable with you, because you have that interaction, you chat with them, you make them happy, and they will more relax in front your lens. So the next one here is a 85. 85 is a nice to have lens in your bag, especially to half body portrait or headshot. But I don't think this is you should have this at the beginning, unless you already have what I said, like you have wide, you have mid and the long tele, then this would be a nice add-on to your bag. Okay, this 85mm is, I think, is the latest 85 in the EF lineup, and it's come with an image stabilizer. So this is which really attract me to get this. And 85mm, I buy this 85mm reason is because sometimes I doing some commercial headshot. It's just like really close to the subject, just a headshot maybe for their profile, pictures for maybe LinkedIn, some headshot. So this is really good for the headshot. And I feel that 85 is the best angle for close-up portrait. Like 50, it just never the same to me for the close-up portrait, because yes, 50 you can say that you can walk closer to the subject and you still can get a closer tight shot, but I always feel that when the step you stand away from a client, that is really make a difference at the final outcome from your camera. So the lastly, I have this 135. You can have this at the starting in your business, because actually a tele lens also are necessary. You don't always you won't always want to have a wide shot in your set in your collection. That will be look boring. So this is this is definitely a very very nice to have in your kit to especially in the event, I can say, because some area in the event that we cannot really reach out sometimes. So this tele lens is help you to get closer to the subject, and you can capture what you want and what is happening in the event with this. And this is the 135 in f2. I really love it. F2, it gives you a very good separation to emphasize your subject and your subject. So I really love this lens. So now I want to share you some of the sample I get from all these lens. Okay, so let's start with the 1635. Okay, you can see this family. This parent is looking at the newborn. Actually, I am taken this shot in really tight room. It's really not much space to me to walk around, and yet you still can get this night effect with an ultra wide angle. Okay, and this couple image, because I want to tell that I don't always doing all the shot in one fixed focal length. I always give more variety pictures to my clients so that they can enjoy what is happening that day. Like this picture, you can see that there is a very nice city view in front of the couple. So I wish to bring out the whole environment from this lens. So this is the effect you can get from a ultra wide lens. Even if you stand really close with your client, but you still get a very wide shot. Okay, and this outdoor pictures. Okay, I changed my focal length to the 35 mm. Okay, and you can have a close distance with your subject, yet you still can tell how nice the outdoor and environment there is. And the client also can look back, oh, this is a nice place where we have been before in the photo shoot, on the photo shoot that day, right? Okay, okay, next show you the 24. Okay, the 24 I don't have much image to show you by taken by this lens, because actually I find out that I don't really use this a lot, but I believe there are some prime lens user, maybe they want to have a wide fixed focal length in their bag, so I think 24 will be what are they looking for. And here I wish to show you how is the looks that taken from this lens. Okay, so look at this family with their pet. Actually I just stand, I think maybe 2 steps further from them, and then you can see that somehow I want to take this with a fast shutter speed, so the last aperture is very helpful, especially I'm shooting this actually in front of their house under the shade, so I can freeze the moment with a faster shutter speed with a 24 mm prime. Okay, and the next one, this is also taken by the 24 mm prime. And okay, this picture you see the family is playing with the kids. Okay, so actually I wish to sometimes I don't like my picture is look like really super wide in the frame, but this 24 mm it let you stand close with your subject, you know, but it still give you it still tell you how is the environment. And so I love these pictures, this kind of shot, is because it can tell you, it can tell the children that a good memory to look back in the future, where he grew up and how is the place he grew up, you know. Okay, so the next 50 mm. 50 mm is really flexible. Like what I said, it can do everything. If you only have to bring one lens, some people they prefer, I know they prefer the 35 mm, but 35 actually I also wish to have it in my bag, but maybe later, because I think 50 is more important to me for the moment, because 50 mm is really a mid-range, I can say. 35 if already considered a little bit wider, is pretty close with the others wide lens like 24 and 16-35. So I still wish to have a 3 range of lens, which is wide, mid and tele in my bag. So I chose this 50 as my first prime lens. I bought this in year 2014, and you can see I still use it every day now in all my works, which is a very tough lens. Okay, let me show you the pictures. So okay, look at this picture. This picture, okay, even with a 50 mm, I still can telling good environment if you stand further back from the subject. Okay, but when you go close to the subject, this is what you get. You see the baby is like very close in front of your camera. So when this kind of pictures, when you print this kind of picture, you have it on the photo wall, you will feel that that picture, that subject is in the pictures is very close to you. I like this kinds of close feeling. You feel like yeah, you have like this very awesome close feeling with the people that you love in the pictures. And when I stand further back a bit in the same location on the same day, so you see I get this toddler is playing happily. She's enjoying her play with her parents, which I think maybe she didn't notice I'm taking photo beside because I stand far a bit. So you get all these candid moments when you step back a little bit from the subject. And this picture, this couple is walking with their dog, so you can tell the good environment. This one I'm not really standing far away from them, but you can see the 50 mm can give you nice depth of field and the environment. And I don't, this lens have a f1.2 last aperture, so I only use it on sometimes I shooting a single portrait or otherwise if I shoot more than one people, like sometimes two people, and this picture you see they are walking with their dog, I will just shoot with f2.5. But you can see the f2.5 will give you you can feel a bit of depth of field, but this is nice to me. This is just nice to me. I don't like my picture is fully blur background, which is you don't know where are you taking the picture at, and if you fully blur your background, you can just do it anywhere, right? You don't really need to go to a nice places to taking photo. And see, on the same day we got this full body, the couple is sitting there with a full body shot. Okay, and also this one, okay, this one again I go close with this lady. You can see I think I use f2.5 in most of the shot in this set. But when you go closer to your subject, the f2.5 is still give you even it's not maximum aperture at f1.2, but you can see the f2.5 still give you a very very fine and very beautiful background celebration. Okay, 85 now. Okay, 85 like what I said, I like to use it to focus and emphasize on some of the object that I want to tell in the pictures. So you can see, okay, like this little foot of the newborn. Okay, this 85mm just give you a very nice compress in the picture, so you won't see others part that you don't want to show in the pictures. You can see this is the this is the nice effect that you can get with the 85. It's not like the 135. Sometimes 135 is a little bit too tight, especially in indoor. I can say I almost don't take it out, or I don't even bring it out if I know that day I'm shooting on a very tight place or indoor shoot. So I will just bring my 85. Most of the time I will bring all the lens lah, but sometimes depend on situation. Let's say if I don't have helper that time, I have to do all myself alone, then I will just opt for 3 options. Then I will just go with maybe one swing back because easy for my movement and all, yeah. And okay, the next image you can see this mother with a newborn. So with the nice compress from the 85mm angle, it can tell, it can make the bond and the connection stronger with the compress from the 85. Okay, so oh, look at this baby. This baby, see, this is what I say. If you are just shooting on a single portrait, the 85mm is very nice because it really can cutting out and separate your subject with the background. It's really fully focused on the subject that you want to take. It really gives you a good portrait. And this couple is also actually I standing on somewhere on the top, and I could use 135 for these scenes, but because can you see that leaf? Actually that leaf is because I want some of this feeling, you know, I want to tell the environment, so I choose to go with the 85 for this picture, and this is what I get. And also, okay, in some time, okay, this is a very if let's say sometime you have a event or reception indoor, if the place is not very big, I think the 85 is very nice. Like this one, this is really very low light in this event, and you can see that I can take a lot of candid moments with this 85 with a very good separation background and focus on the object. And yep, see, this is the effect you will get, because some, you know that not all the event you shooting is also beautiful, and really some of the event venue is really, maybe you want to blur out the messy background, you don't want the messy background in your pictures, so this is a really nice to cut out all that and focus on the subject that you want to shoot. Okay, so the lastly, the 135, okay, 135, okay, okay, this image, you see this father is playing with his daughter. Okay, so actually I'm not really 135 is not really for you always like you need to stand very far from the subject, so I still stand close with this family, so you can see that it really focus on the pictures and it telling the emotion, so you don't have a lot you don't get distracted by a lot of others elements or things in the pictures. You can like fully focus on this kid is playing very happily with her father, and that's emotion. Yes, that emotion you can bring out from this lens, because it's compressed all the things and you are just showing the pictures of this little girl with her daddy, and you can see all these images here. I shot with the 135 with a very stand out for the subject, and yeah, it just stand out from a messy background, so even you don't have to worry about your background, so it's really nice. And yeah, look at that cute doggy here. I can see this 135 can just give you so nice focusing on the doggy. It's a very nice portrait for the subject that you want to focus. It's not just only portrait. Even for dog photography is nice, because dog were sometimes they were running around, right, and you are a bit always like chasing them. It's difficult to chasing them when they are running, especially when they are running. You are difficult to like running together with them, right? So you can just shoot this from far and you will still get a very nice portrait of dog photography. Okay, so yes, I hope you find this video helpful, and if you like our video, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to see more of my work, you can follow my Instagram. Here I will give you the account, and then yeah, so thanks for your support for this video. I really don't expect and get anything from here, but if let's say this video is helpful to you, and if you're getting a good result from this video, I would like to do more sharing in the next. So really thanks for your support, and you can just drop me any question that you want to ask me. I would more than happy to answer all of it. And yeah, thank you very much. See you in the next one.